As we get to do each and every month, we enjoy sitting down and spending a few minutes with our friend Chattanooga Fire Chief Phil Hyman. Chief Hyman, good morning.
Good morning, Chief. How are you?
Doing very well, sir. Want to follow up on a few things here. The past couple of times we've talked, you've been talking about the Fire Academy. Give us an update.
Yeah, they've been working hard through all this heat. They just got done at TVA doing some fire suppression stuff, so they're about to start some rope rescue, been knee-deep in vehicle extrication, so just doing a lot of training. I got a really good group looking to graduate them all September 9th.
And you are looking continually ahead to the next academy.
Correct. So we're actually looking for people right now and going through the testing process.
If people are interested, how do they check in and let you know?
Chattanooga.gov. They can go in there, fill out an application, and we'll be happy to get them tested, to go through the physical ability process and take some written tests and get them through the...
Your folks who are going through the academy and the training process now, especially this week when temperatures have been 95, 96, heat index levels over 100. These guys are in full turnout gear. How hot does it get inside that gear?
Inside that gear, it's like the inside of your car. It gets extremely hot.
Wow.
Inside that gear, we have to really focus on rehabbing our folks, not only for our academy boat folks, but our firefighters as well. We've got to get them out of that gear as quickly as we can, hydrate them, get them some rest.
Sure.
But they work hard during this, and this time of year is an extremely difficult time for firefighters because of the heat.
All right, shifting gears a moment, tell us about Camp Hope.
Camp Hope is a wonderful program. A shout out to Chad Williams, Eric Stone, and Vernon Horn. They've done an outstanding job volunteering over the last number of years with this nonprofit organization, and it's one of our partnerships that we have with Vanderbilt Hospital and the burn unit up there. And this is for kids that have been burnt from 6 to 16 years old that have been burnt and had some trauma, and it's just a really good program for those kids to get involved with, and it's always good to see our firefighters up there volunteering to help.
And Camp Hope doesn't just focus on the physical rehabilitation of these kids. They go into the emotional rehab as well.
And that's what the camp's all about, is helping their mental health. They get through the physical part, but the mental part of it, the kids have an absolute fun time up there, and it's really good to see some smiles on their faces.
And as good as it is for the kids, I bet it's as good in a different way for the firefighters who help out.
It is rewarding to the firefighters, and it makes me proud of the firefighters that volunteer to help with that. And they do an outstanding job up there. They enjoy doing this program, and they enjoy seeing these kids with a smile on their face.
A few weeks ago, your department had to respond to the fire out at the Volkswagen plant. And to my knowledge, that's the first fire they've had out there that required your involvement. Give us an update on that.
Yeah, it was a really good, things went very well. I mean, it was unfortunate that they had a fire. The Volkswagen Fire Brigade did an outstanding job getting in there and getting quick and then calling for resources, and we were able to assist and kind of back them up. The partnership worked really well, and it's just a testament to the CFD and Volkswagen and all of our industry partners and how important those relationships are.
And of course, the Volkswagen fire, it could have been a heck of a lot worse.
It could have been worse, and that's why they have a fire brigade in place, because they know there is potential there, and we've got to protect that asset, and they did an outstanding job.
I've heard your team say before, fires can double in size every 60 seconds. Now, think about that, doubling every 60 seconds. And that's just one of the reasons why time is so much of the essence.
Absolutely, and time is extremely important. We want to make a quick response, and that's what we pride ourselves in, is making a quick response so we can get those kind of control situations.
And you guys do, day in and day out. With this intense summer-like heat, wanted to get your take on what we could do to improve our overall safety, but particularly safety from fires in weather like this.
Yeah, if you're cooking out in the grill or you've got the fire pit going, particularly with the grills on the decks and that kind of thing, we really need to be careful with those, make sure that they're extinguished, make sure that we're paying attention to that kind of stuff. It's easy to forget about it, and that's when accidents happen. So we just want to caution everybody, just be careful during this time of year. Make sure that you still have a fire escape plan, make sure that you know the exits out of your home. Get out, stay out is what we always preach. And if you've got kids that are going back to college, make sure they're looking at the dorms and thinking about fire safety a little bit and making sure that they have an exit strategy in case they do have a fire.
Sure, no doubt about it. And you have preached the importance of the fire safety plan for ages. And it really does help. It helps save time, That in turn helps save lives.
That's what it's all about.
It's something else that I did want to ask you about also, in addition to the safety plan for cooking outdoors. How far should you keep your grill away from your house, your garage? Don't do it in your garage, for heaven's sakes. How far away from a building or a structure should your grill be?
At least 5 or 6 feet away from any kind of combustible material, whether it's siding, vinyl siding, wood siding, whatever it may be, the deck. Anything that's combustible, we need to keep those grills away from them because they do get extremely hot.
And if there's a breeze, make sure and shut the lid on your grill. You don't want that breeze picking it up and putting it in the woods and starting a fire that you guys would have to turn out for. Chief Phil Hyman, thank you so much. You can find out more about Chief Hyman and the great work they're doing at the Chattanooga Fire Department. Just check them out on the web, and your website is?
Chattanooga.gov.
Chattanooga.gov. Stay with us. We'll have a look at our Sportsman's Forecast when we come back.